Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we study the next point from this chapter. In last lecture, we studied the points which is related to the database protection, which is threats to the database and security mechanisms. In this lecture, we start with basics of database access control. That means how to access the data from the database. So database access control is mostly depends upon the authorization which is given to the users. Okay, so there are two types of users, which is authorized users and unauthorized users. So authorization is the finding out of the person when identified and is permitted to have the resource access. Okay, that means the authorized users na permission असणार आहे that are use the resources or database, and unauthorized users they do not have the permission to access the database. Then the authorization also explains that what you can do and is handled through the DBMS unless external security procedures are available. Okay, so it also depends upon the authorization, what you do इन दी डेटाबेस मध्ये काय करणार आहात किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये काही चेंजेस असतील किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये काही डेटा राईट करायचं असेल, that are also comes under authorization privileges that are assigned to the users. Then the authorization is equivalent to the checking the guest list at an exclusive party or checking for your ticket when you go to the opera. Okay, so this is also the concept just like a checking. Okay, then the database management system allows database administrator to give different access rights to the users as per their requirement. Okay, so we study the database administrator responsibilities in first chapter. Okay, who is the database administrator? Who have overall control on the database, and it handles all the database management system, and it contains also the permissions to the database administrator to create the user, drop the users, assign the permissions to the users. So this is the responsibilities of database administrator. Okay, so this is the introduction about the authorization concept. Then there are basic forms of the authorizations. Okay, so in that it contains resource authorization, alternation authorization, drop authorization. So resource authorization is related to the access of any of the resource of the system. Okay, then it contains the sharing of database, printers, etc. So there are different resources that are comes, and resource authorization is related to that particular resource access. Then second one is alternation authorization. It is used to add attributes or delete attributes from relations. Relations means tables and attribute means columns. Okay, so we study this in unit first, that is relations and attributes. Relations are called as tables and attributes are called as columns. So this is related to add the columns in the particular tables. So this is the also the authorization given to the user. And third one is drop authorization, which is related to the drop of a particular relation, that is called as table. So this is the basic authorization forms: resource authorization, alternation authorization, drop authorization. Then the third part, which comes under basics of database access control, is discretionary access control. This control is done by two commands, that is grant and revoke. So grant command helps us to give user privileges to base table and views. That means the permissions are assigned to the user by using grant command, and the privileges are taken back by using revoke command. So these two commands we study in the data control language commands. Okay, so we study data definition languages, that is create, update, drop commands. In data manipulation language, we study insert, update, delete. So that's like in data control language, it contains grant and revoke commands. So grant is used for giving the permissions and revoke is used for removing the permissions to the user. Then mandatory access control. This access control mechanism can be explained as objects, subjects, security classes, and clearances. Each database object is assigned a security class which defines its security parameters, and each subject is assigned clearance for a security class. That means with any of the objects, just like tables, views, rows, columns, that have the particular security mechanism that are applied on the particular columns or particular tables. And the third one is fifth one is role based access control. In role based access control, access decisions are based on an individual roles and responsibilities within the organization or user base. The process of defining the role is usually based on analyzing the fundamental goals and structure of an organization and is usually linked to the security policy. Okay, so in that it uses the particular roles and responsibilities of individual users which are connected with that particular database, and it creates the security policy. Security policy contains some of the rules that are related to the access of the database. So these are the points which comes under basics of database access control, that is introduction to the authorization, basic authorization, discretionary access control, mandatory access control, role-based access control. Then the next point is role of database administrator. In first chapter, we studied this particular point deeply, which is who is database administrator and what are the responsibilities of database administrator. Okay, so this point is repeated here. The database administrator is responsible for the overall planning of the company's data resource, for the design of database, and for the day-to-day operational aspects of the database management. That means the database is created by the database administrator. Then it also handles the day-to-day activities which are done on the particular database. Then the user creation, removing the particular users. This work is also handled by the database administrator. So database administrator is also responsible for installation, configuration, upgradation, maintenance, and monitoring database in an organization. So suppose there is an organization and the database administrator from that particular organization can handle the overall activities that are done on the database. So there are some of the responsibilities given of the database administrator, which is designing schema. That means the structure of the database is created by the database administrator. Then second one, deciding on the storage and access method. That means where to store the database and how to access the particular database. Then selecting database software and hardware. For the particular database, which softwares are needed and hardwares are needed, that are decided by the database administrator. Then designing the means of recognizing database periodically. Designing database searching strategies. Designing authorization checks and validation procedures. Then designing restart and recovery procedures to take care of system crashes. And some of them are given here. And the main responsibilities of database administrator, which is related to the security. To assign the security to the database, which is the main responsibility of database administrator. So the database administrator may authorize new users, restructure the database, and remove the particular users from the database. So by these particular responsibilities which comes upon the database administrator is very important. So related to the security, there is an important role of database administrator. Okay, then the next point is discretionary access control. Discretionary access control contains the main two commands, that are grant and revoke. So grant is related to assign the permissions, that is read or write. Okay, so याच्यामध्ये परमिशन्स आहेत, तुम्हाला इथे बघायला मिळतील. Read and write permissions. Okay, so when database is created, then the data is inserted into the database by using write permission. Okay, so when the user have the write permission, then the data is given to the database. So the discretionary access control have the two commands, which is grant and revoke. Then there are different types of actions that are comes under access control, that is account creation, that is new users are created and passwords are generated for the same. Then grant privileges, that means assign the permissions to the user, and remove permissions from the user by using revoke privileges. Okay, so these are the points that are comes under discretionary access control. So in this chapter we study the points, that is security, then security mechanisms, basics of database access control, role of database administrator, and discretionary access control. Then related to this chapter, that is a database security and access control, we see the next chapter, which is data control language commands, that is DCL commands. So DCL commands means it is related to the database access control and security that are provided to the database. So from this chapter, first one is creating a user and its role. So the users are created by the administrator, that means who can generate the database. So in real-time database applications having multiple users with same access rights and all needs to have same grant privileges. Suppose there is an organization, then there are multiple employees works in an organization, then that employees have a particular account to the particular database. So that accounts are created by the database administrator as an user. Okay, so that users are created in the particular database. So for creating the database, because the database users are created to give the access to the database. Okay, म्हणजे जर त्या पर्टिक्युलर डेटाबेसचा युजर असेल तर त्या युजरला डेटाबेस ऍक्सेस करण्याच्या परमिशन्स दिल्या जातात आणि त्याच्यासाठी युजर क्रिएट करणं मस्ट आहे. सो the users are created by using the create user command. So the syntax for creating the user is create user username identified by password. Suppose the password are assigned for the particular user, then assign the password, and when passwords are expired. Okay, so for example, see here, create user username. So the username is given in a single quote, then identified by 123. 123 is the password, and password expire. Here interval is given, that is 180 days for the particular user. Password is expired, that means the user account is disabled. Suppose you do not use this particular password and the in a particular time period, then only use create user username. Okay, simply. So I'm showing you how that particular users are created. For the particular database college DB, I'm opening the database. Okay, and after that create the user, give create space user space username, okay, Saloni, give in single quote and give the semicolon. User is created successfully. This user is created. Create user Saloni. So suppose you want to give the password, then assign the password. Then I'm creating the another user. Identified by. Okay, that means the particular user Dimple have the password 123. That is, username is Dimple and password is 123. So by this command, users are created, and same like that, the users are deleted. That is dropping a user and a role. A role can be deleted from created roles in database, and we can also remove role from selected users and enter in database system as per authorization required. And the syntax for dropping the user, which is drop user username. Just use drop space user space username. So behind this username, you just use any of the name which is already here. So I'm deleting the user which is created here. First one, that is drop user and give the name. Just see here, this user is deleted. So these are the two commands, that is creation of user and dropping up a user. Then the next point is privileges. Privileges means the particular permissions assigned to the users. The set of actions that a user can perform on database object are called as privileges. Suppose we want to insert the data into the table, then it also have the permissions to write the data into the database. When that particular user have a permission to write the data into the database, and only after that data is inserted by the particular user. Okay, म्हणजे insert data करायचा असेल टेबल मध्ये तरी सुद्धा त्या युजरला राईट परमिशन असणं गरजेचं आहे, तरच तो युजर डेटाबेस मध्ये जो काही टेबल क्रिएटेड आहे तर त्याच्यामध्ये डेटा काय करू शकतो, इन्सर्ट करू शकतो. सपोज एखाद्या युजरला डेटा रीड करायचा असेल फॉर एक्झाम्पल, तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर युजरला सिलेक्ट कमांड यूज करण्याचे privileges असले पाहिजेत. That is reading the data from the particular database. So these are the two main privileges, that is read and write. So system privileges that are depends upon the particular creation of the user, dropping of the user, then creation of the table, then selection of the table, dropping of the table. These are the system privileges that are related to the database control. Okay, and the another second type of privileges, which is object privileges. Object privileges means it is related to the commands that are used in डेटाबेस. ओके, तर आता हे जे काही प्रिव्हिलेजेस होते, मी आता सिस्टीम प्रिव्हिलेजेस सांगितले, तर हे सिस्टीमशी रिलेटेड असतात. सिस्टीम प्रिव्हिलेजेस आर जनरली प्रोव्हाइडेड बाय द डेटाबेस ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. आता इथे तुम्हाला पर्टिक्युलर मीनिंग दिलेलं आहे. सपोज क्रिएट युजर इज द प्रिव्हिलेजेस, देन इट इज ऑथराइज्ड टू क्रिएट अ नंबर ऑफ युजर्स इन डेटाबेस. Then drop user, system privileges authorized to drop any other users in the database. Same like that, object privileges. See this table, there are object privileges, that is select, insert, delete, update, execute, references. Select object privileges is authorized to select rows from a table. That means suppose any of the user have the select privileges, then it only select the rows from the table. Suppose any of the user have the permissions or privileges to the insert command, then that particular user add the new rows into the particular table. Then delete, update, execute, references. Suppose any of the user don't have the permissions to delete command, then that user cannot delete any of the rows from the table. ओके, म्हणजे तो युजर रोज काय करू शकत नाही, डिलीट करू शकत नाही. ओके, so these are the second type of privileges, that is object privileges. And the third one is next one is ownership privileges. Ownership privileges that are related to the access or ownership, that is just like an administrator or users. Okay, so all of the users are comes under the authorized users that are created by the administrator. So the administrator give the permission to the users to access the database as a ownership. म्हणजे ओनरशिप दिली जाते पर्टिक्युलर युजर्स ना डेटाबेस ऍक्सेस करण्यासाठी. So this is the next one, privileges type, ownership privileges. So these are the three types: system privileges, object privileges, and ownership privileges. So these are the privileges. Then the next one is granting privileges. So you want to give the permissions or privileges to the users, then use the grant command. Grant command is used to assign the permissions. So the basic command which is used for granting the permission, which is grant all privilege list on particular relation name, suppose table name or view. Views are also created. Okay, आपण view कसे create करायचे ते बघायचं आहे, पण relation means table name to the user with grant options. So the options privileges are alter table, create table, drop table, delete table, insert table, select table, update table, and all. ओके, तर आपण ज्या काही कमांड्स स्टडी केलेल्या आहेत तर त्या कमांड्सच्या प्रिव्हिलेजेस आपण पर्टिक्युलर युजरला असाइन करून देऊ शकतो. सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल इथे बघू शकता तुम्ही, ग्रँट सिलेक्ट इन्सर्ट ऑन माय डीपी डॉट स्टार टू पर्टिक्युलर युजर. ओके, या पर्टिक्युलर युजरला फक्त सिलेक्ट अँड इन्सर्ट हे ऑप्शन्स यूज करण्याच्या परमिशन्स दिलेल्या आहेत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा, सिंपल ग्रँट इन्सर्ट on college DB to, so the user is Dimple here, so I'm taking this Dimple. Okay, I'm taking here all the permissions, that is grant all on college DB to the user Dimple. So all the privileges are applied on the college database to the user Dimple. That means this user can insert the data into the college DB database, update, delete, drop. All the commands are accessible to the user Dimple. Okay. Then revoke privileges. Suppose you want to get privileges back from the particular user, then revoke the privileges by using the revoke command. Revoke command चा यूज करून आपण privileges रिटर्न घेऊ शकतो. तर आता याच्यामध्ये फॉर एक्झाम्पल्स तुम्हाला दिलेले आहेत. दिस इज फर्स्ट एक्झाम्पल, सेकंड एक्झाम्पल, थर्ड एक्झाम्पल, फोर्थ एक्झाम्पल. सो आय एम जस्ट शोविंग यू हाउ the privileges are taken back. First of all, we see how the privileges are viewing. View कशा करायची, या पर्टिक्युलर युजरच्या परमिशन्स कोणत्या आहेत, तर त्या व्ह्यू करण्यासाठी आपल्याला काय कमांड यूज करावी लागेल, तर सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम इन्फॉर्मेशन स्कीमा डॉट युजर प्रिव्हिलेजेस. So for viewing the permission, select star from particular information schema, that is table or view dot user privileges command is used. And for revoking the privileges, revoke command is used. Just see here how that revoke command is used. Revoke all on college DB from Dimple.